Mom and Meghan have been friends for some years now, and they have a really sweet relationship. We took a photo, and then I think we were all going through them. We're all, communicating about like what we're going to post. We're never ones to post without permission. We are like, it's not who we are.
We're very respectful.
Yeah, like we have the craziest, funnest photos from that night, but we were posting just like fun photos, and so
dignified photos.
We were totally.
Kim Kardashian has finally come forward to explain why she and her mother, Kris Jenner, deleted all the photos featuring Meghan Markle and Prince Harry from Kris's 70th birthday party. The photos initially appeared on social media, but were later taken down, causing some confusion. Kim's explanation: the whole situation was completely innocent. According to her, they were given the go-ahead to post the photos, but after the images were uploaded, they realised that the day coincided with Remembrance Day in the UK. Not wanting to be seen partying while the rest of the country mourned the fallen soldiers, they decided to remove the posts. However, this innocent reason seems to just be a piece of brand management.
Meghan Markle.
Oh, the photo.
Photogate from Mom's 70th.
It was really innocent, which is so crazy.
The situation adds a new twist to the ongoing drama between the Kardashians and the Sussexes. While Kim is downplaying the situation, what's interesting here is that, in a way, she's calling out Meghan and Harry for what might be a discrepancy in their story. At the time, Meghan and Harry were adamant that they hadn't given the Kardashians permission to post the photos and felt their privacy had been violated. But Kim, with a grin, now says, "Actually, you were caught attending a party on a very significant day, and after realizing the optics, you had second thoughts." The Kardashian family is no stranger to using media manipulation to control the narrative, and this move feels very much in line with their long-standing brand management strategy. By placing the blame on Meghan and Harry's own hesitation rather than acknowledging any fault on their side, Kim effectively shifts the conversation from their actions to the Sussexes' apparent discomfort with the situation. It's an interesting power play, one that could reinforce the image of the Kardashians as strategic and calculated when it comes to managing their public relations.
We're never ones to post without permission. We are like, it's not who we are.
We're very respectful.
Kim Kardashian is setting the record straight. During her Part 2 appearance on Khloe Kardashian's Khloe in Wonderland podcast, the Skims founder revealed the real reason she took down photos with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry from their mom Kris Jenner's 70th birthday bash. Jokingly referring to the situation as Photogate, the reality star claimed that she had communicated to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex about the pictures she was planning on posting ahead of time, as Khloe added that they as a family are respectful.
This move feels cold, especially given the history between the families. It's likely that the Sussexes will be less than pleased with Kim's version of events. It's not just about the photos, it's a game of reputation and public relations. Kim Kardashian's public disclosure could have significant repercussions. Notably, with their ongoing Netflix deal, it seems like Meghan and Harry's image is always being carefully curated. The incident involving the deleted photos may become another story point in a future documentary, or at least an element in their carefully crafted narrative of personal struggles and public life.
Told that it was totally cool to post, and then after it was posted, I think they realized it was Remembrance Day, and they didn't want to be seen at a party, even though it's already up, and then taken down. And then I think they realized, like, oh, this was so silly.
And they did Baby to Baby right before.
Well,
they
it's
did
like a charity
carpet
event, so like that was fine, but maybe not partying and dancing on the dance floor and whatever. So we took them down to respect Remembrance.
Speaking of Meghan, she is reportedly gearing up for her first trip back to the UK in 4 years this July. This visit is linked to the countdown for the 2027 Invictus Games, a cause that is especially close to Prince Harry's heart. The event will mark a year before the Games and will serve as a significant milestone in their planning. While this seems like an important event for the couple, it could also be a delicate situation, considering the ongoing tensions between Meghan, Harry, and the British royal family. Meghan's return to the UK has long been speculated, with many wondering whether she would ever step foot on British soil again after she and Harry stepped down from their royal duties in 2020. The couple's departure from the royal family was highly controversial and came at a time when Meghan was already dealing with intense media scrutiny and criticism. Their decision to break away from royal protocols and the institution of the monarchy drew mixed reactions, with some expressing support for their desire to lead an independent life, while others felt that they were abandoning their royal responsibilities. The British media, in particular, has been harsh on Meghan, often portraying her as the villain in the royal drama. This press coverage has fueled much of the public's opinion, and Meghan's relationship with the UK has become increasingly strained. Some speculate that she is reluctant to return to the UK because she fears further criticism, particularly given her role in the royal family and the tumultuous public image she's cultivated. A potential backlash during her visit could overshadow the event, especially if she were to be booed or faced with public disapproval. This would also have a huge impact on their Netflix brand, where both Meghan and Harry have carefully curated their image as advocates for social change, empathy, and independence.
Day.
Yes.
And then you just gotta laugh at the situation sometimes and just lighten it up.
The mom of four then went on to share that the headlines and attention the situation received were ridiculous, after noting ways she could have leaned in to lighten the mood.
If everyone's taking it the wrong way, lean in. I was like, we should do a full Skims campaign. Take the photo, even just us. I'll shoot you at mom, post it, and then delete it 30 minutes later. And then I say, oh, sorry, I didn't have permission to post those photos for the campaign.
You should do that.
That's what I was like, that would have hit so funny.
Moreover, Meghan and Harry's relationship with the British public has been strained since their decision to step back from royal duties in 2020. They've made several statements and documentaries critical of the royal family, their treatment, and the media's role in their struggles. For Meghan, this visit could be a pivotal moment, both personally and professionally. The couple's Netflix series has showcased the challenges they've faced, with Meghan often taking center stage as the victim of harsh treatment by both the media and the royal institution. Their platform now serves as a vehicle for telling their side of the story, but it's not without risk. Any negative reception in the UK could become the focus of another season of their series, further fueling the media frenzy. On the other hand, missing another important event for Harry would likely damage Meghan's image further. The Invictus Games are one of Harry's proudest achievements, and the Games have a strong emotional significance for him, as they support wounded and disabled veterans. If Meghan skips this event, it could send a message that she's not fully invested in her husband's passions and priorities. She has already faced accusations of not prioritizing Harry's work and legacy in the past, so avoiding the Invictus Games would only strengthen that narrative. But we've already seen how Meghan has distanced herself from significant family events. For example, when Harry's father, Prince Charles, lost a limb in a car accident, Meghan was notably absent in the aftermath, which was another moment of tension for the couple. Meghan's reluctance to attend such events only adds to the speculation about her true feelings toward her royal duties and public life. Her critics argue that she's more interested in advancing her personal agenda and commercial ventures than supporting her husband and his royal legacy. At this point, it's hard to say if anything would surprise us when it comes to Meghan's actions. Given her history of avoiding situations where she might be criticized, it seems likely she could find a way to avoid the trip altogether. If she does decide to go, the whole affair could make headlines for weeks. But if she stays home, the backlash will be intense, and the public's perception of her will likely become even more polarized. The constant tension between her and the British public, combined with Harry's deep emotional ties to the Invictus Games, could lead to an even more complicated dynamic between them and their royal ties. Kim Kardashian's handling of the deleted photos, combined with Meghan's possible avoidance of the UK, shows how both families are using their public personas to navigate a complex world of fame, reputation, and family drama. In the end, it's all about control: who controls the narrative, who gets to define their story, and who stands to benefit the most from keeping their image intact. As we continue to follow the story, it seems like both Meghan and Harry's journey to independence and Kim and Kris Jenner's unflappable control over their public brand will be playing out in parallel. What happens next in this saga could either further entrench their public personas or lead to surprising new revelations and shifts in their narratives. No matter what, the spotlight will be on them, and the world will be watching every step.